What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Rob Wilson, your friendly neighborhood artist, digital artist, whichever one. I do multiple mediums. I'm here to say greetings and happy Sunday. Hopefully you had a good Sunday. I wanted to do a live stream yesterday for Saturday morning blackjack, but my life's been kind of busy as of late. So yeah, I'm here. I'm going to do a live stream and work on some art today. That's my main purpose. Quick thing around about me, if this is your first time stopping by on the stream, please hit that like and subscribe button. I don't think I have a subscribe button yet, but if I do, yeah, hit that too. And share this live stream, as I'm going to be going over a little bit of my world of original characters, character concepts of Virtue Kill Paradox. That is my main comic. The good thing with this is why I'm sharing this now is because my stuff's already copyrighted. So that's already in the bag. But yeah, I've pretty much had a pretty good week. I hope y'all have had a good week as well. Back to those 40-hour work weeks. It can be kind of tedious. It is what it is. It's all part of living. You know, gotta eat. As I cannot depend on my art right now as my main source of income. I'm still trying to make it happen. In fact, I actually had to say goodbye to one of my jobs because prior to my travels, I was working 4 jobs. So, you know, I had 2 security jobs, I had National Guard, and then I had my art business, which I was doing already, doing commissions and stuff for people here and there. But this time I had to let one of those security jobs go because I wanted to make sure that I deep dived into my art. And I have another business venture. So still got 4 jobs, but with a little more flexibility and more towards the stuff that I like to do. So let me go ahead and share this now. I did get a chance to see a couple movies. since last time we caught up. And here's my thing: like, my goal here is not to outstream anybody. I'm not going to do a stream like every couple of hours, because I pick and choose what I have to say. Um, I don't need to give the world my opinion about everything, but I am here to promote comics. I support other independent creators that create comics, and on a similar wavelength of understanding. So that's pretty much how I roll. All right, so working on a couple characters here. My story, Virtue Kill Paradox, deals with a couple of female assassins. I just got done rendering this one. This is Novira, or I'm sorry, Nirvana, um, female assassin in the future of VKP, where there's a World War III that had happened, and you can't live on the Earth's surface due to radioactivity. So a corporation that um, kind of had their hand in the destruction of the Earth's surface had a solution as well. The Hegelian dialectic concept of problem, reaction, solution. Their solution were aerial cities. In fact, hopefully there's not too much that's, yeah. So aerial cities, that's the concept I have working on. There are about four of them, and each one has a specific purpose. You got basically like a historical museum city that holds digital contract of rights and understandings with the people that live within these cities, since they are designed and corporate owned. There's one that deals with R&D, specifically a high science, uh, what's it, high elite society. There's kind of like your just middle class city that deals with just people working. They exist to work, unfortunately. Um, and then I have another, which I don't want to give too much away about that. But within these cities that float above the Earth's surface using gravitational technology, um, the new government basically genetically engineered uh, characters, or should I say assassins, to snuff out dissent without having too much um, attention drawn to too much attention of the citizens to be snagged away from their regular duties, uh, to snuff out the voice of opposition, so to speak, because people die, but ideas don't, right? So I'm working on a couple of these characters, and I've just been setting up like the rendering process because I've been drawing and doing art for a long time. It's no question about that. Since I was like in kindergarten, and now I'm about to hit my 40s. So, been doing this for a long time. Learned from all kinds of artists before the internet was real big. Read lots of books, did a lot of traditional artwork. So I started comic book style art, but grasping the full concept entirely. I don't think I did because I didn't go to one of those formal training schools, and on top of that, I was not under any apprenticeship with any of the greats. But I watched the comic books, hit the shelves. I read them when they came out. I tried to mimic them, so to speak, and understand why certain lines were the way that they were. And then I branched off into anime. Anime was easy because it really didn't require much rendering. The rendering was in the painting instead of the actual penciling. You do a piece of anime, you do your sketch, you do your line art, you add your flats, and then you add your rendering color. Too easy, right? That's pretty much it. However, when it comes to comic book style, the rendering penciling process is my new latest greatest challenge. So I'm gradually getting there. And yeah, that's what this live stream is all about. Not gonna be here for too long, but I'm gonna try to rock out something. And the process, I guess I'll put on some chill music, and I'll randomly talk about something. Um, Hope you enjoy it. If you got any questions, I'm looking. Yeah, I'll keep the comments on, see what the hell's going on in case anybody has any questions. Um, and that's pretty much it with this stream. So I got a chance to see The Northman, which was that was pretty good. I haven't seen a good movie like that in a while. It's much needed in this day and age. You need some kind of brutality to remind the people that technology is literally the only thing that separates us from the dark ages. People are pretty much raging out now, as you can see on the news and all that kind of stuff. But it was a pretty good movie, pretty good. It taught important lessons. And I like the mythological lore behind it, and also the fact that there are three top movies, and this is one of them that kind of remind me of a pinnacle of legendary history that kind of touch bases on, and that's one is 300. That's Zack Snyder's greatest movie, which for some reason it's almost like that movie's been snuffed now just because Zack Snyder made it. I don't know what that is, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. That's like one of the very few movies that I actually saw 4 times in the theater because it was no joke. No joke at all. And then next is The Immortals with Henry Cavill. He killed that role. I thought he did a great job. Absolutely phenomenal. That solidified, I think that movie solidified his space as the red-caped legend. He was Superman. Because he had a red cape in that movie too. And then The Northman. I think that's a fair enough assessment to say that those top three kind of like complete a really good mythology conclusion. Or I'm sorry, they left a really good mark in the pinnacle of mythological cinema to me. If there are any others out there, feel free to let me know. Point it out. I'm always curious, to see another good, decent movie and one that ain't woke. I'm just saying. Yes, and also got a chance to see. I'm trying to make sure that the outline for the renders on the first one I got done, I'm basically going from this one over to this one. So I want to make sure that I'm matching them up to her right side. So that way I get better at rendering, which I'm doing alright. I'm using kind of references from Clayton Barton and Brett Booth to kind of give me an idea of how things are to be formalized. And also, over the weekend, I had started the Fire Flowchat, FIOX course on Gumroad of how to render. And I'm halfway through that. A lot of good information. And like I said, the painting version of rendering is too easy. The cross-hatching process, that's the one that I actually need to learn and master. And so I'm slowly getting there, slowly but surely. So, yeah, the other movie I got a chance to see was Everything All at Once. I saw that yesterday. Man, that movie is epic as hell, crazy as hell too. It kind of reminds me of the wonderful workings of Stephen Chow, Shaolin Soccer, Kung Fu Hustle. Those kind of movies that he would produce, absolutely phenomenal, absolutely silly crazy. Kung Fu Hustle was kind of like the parody of all the superhero movies, and kind of like the one treatment, all wrapped into one. And it still to this day, this is just my opinion now, still to this day, has some of the best Dragon Ball conceptual battle fight scenes that I've seen. Better than the actual Dragon Ball Evolution movie, which was garbage. But we know that. Dang shame. Dang shame. So what we got? Yeah. Everything All at Once. Michelle Yeoh. And Short Round. Freaking Short Round was in that movie. Because I heard him talk in one part, even though he's older now. I heard him talk in one part of the movie, and I was like, wait a minute, Dr. Jones? Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. It was Short Round. He hadn't been in that many movies. Goonies, Indiana Jones, and Temple of Doom. He was in this martial arts movie when he really got into his teens, called Breathing Fire. Had Bobo Ying. It was like a low budget movie. It's funny as hell. Funny as hell. Kung Fu, flip. It was pretty funny. And yeah, he was some kind of background choreographer, fight choreographer for, what was it? Shang-Chi, I think, also. But that dude, man, he still had some fight in him. I give him credit for that. But that movie was so crazy, so insane. It was 100,000 times more exciting and intricate when it came to compared to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. That movie right there was a Multiverse of Madness. It literally was about multiverses. So that was that. And it was produced by J. and Anthony Russo. How ironic is that? It seems like they had to go outside of Marvel to produce a good movie. Because the directors that Marvel has and that they're picking up and recruiting, garbage. Straight garbage. That's a shame, The Russo brothers, man, they could kill it. They have been killing it, pretty good. I think it's good to get away, take a break, because I know Russo brothers, they also branched off. They did, what was that, 16 Bridges or something like that, one with Chadwick Boseman. He was like the cop or whatever, fighting corruption. That was pretty decent. And there's some other off-frame stuff, but that's how it's getting now, man. Like Marvel is such a garbage place, man. It's a damn shame. Like the stuff that they put out, and people just, whoever's trying to defend it, God bless them, because it ain't me, not anymore. Shoot, straight up, unadulterated. Like, why am I watching it? And speaking of Marvel, yeah, there is no way in hell I would have made an entire live stream about that damn She-Hulk trailer. That She-Hulk trailer is one of the most atrocious, pestilent, decrepit, broken, even before the things even come out, shows that I've ever seen in my life, at least for a preview. That shouldn't have happened. People comparing it to Shrek and all this other stuff, it's a damn shame. And here's the kicker, compared to when the first Sonic movie came out, and people were up in arms about his nose and how that was all jacked up. What did the studio do? What did they do? They listened to the fans and they fixed the shit. And this time around, I don't think Marvel's to the point where it's like, here you go. This is it. Like, you go to a restaurant, right? And you ask for a medium rare steak with succulent shrimp scampi, sweet potato or something, something epic, right? With house salad, balsamic vinaigrette as a starter, or whatever. Maybe a blooming onion with that too, right? And you go to basically Disney's version or Disney Marvel, whichever one conglomerate you want to call each other. You go to their restaurant and you get green eggs and ham. Like regardless of whatever you order in the menu, you are getting straight up green eggs and ham. Even if you say no thank you, man. It's a damn shame. They just don't care. Like, here you go. You know, can I get you anything else? You need a napkin? Okay, well, here's a napkin. You know, that's it. Enjoy your food. When you go to a Disney restaurant, so to speak, metaphorically, um, to have a good meal, yeah, that's all you're getting. Like, this is all we got. You know, sure, you'd be lucky if you get greeted with a smile because Disney might be like, look at the menu. I'll be right back. They don't know what they're doing over there, man. And I would, in a way, I could say, it's a shame that some people are going through holding their head down and not saying anything and just, using the reputation of Marvel or DC to say, hey, I work here and here's my credibility as a professional. I work at these places. And, even though these places were crap, I work there. More power to you. It's a lot to endure. That's for sure. It's one of the reasons why I never wanted to work for those big companies. I did when I was little, but I grew up. That's exactly what happened. So yeah, She-Hulk is a joke. I got no problem with, cool female superhero characters, superheroines. I will always give credit to Mila Jovovich in all 6 Resident Evil movies that she did, and the fight choreography for all of them. That's a lot of work, man. She put in a hell of a lot of work. Kicking butt, even though that Resident Evil kind of veered off into its own thing, it was still better than that damn remake. That remake was garbage. So it's a shame. But, with the way that you have these superhero characters now produced by Marvel, and you have directors that don't really care about the source material, like, hey, here's my version. And, people on Facebook and YouTube, whatever platform, they've discussed all these problems with like Young Ripper, Ethan Van Shriver, all those cats. They already explained. I'm not telling you nothing new. My opinions are pretty much, for the most part, in similar alignment. Because honestly, I'm just fed up with the crap. It shouldn't be like that. Honestly, it really shouldn't. And because it is, that's when I have to really consider whether or not I want to go see a movie. A lot of times now I go to see a movie. If it's a Marvel movie, it's just an excuse to get out the house, I'm not really expecting much. When I saw Doctor Strange, I saw it again for a second time just because the 3D looked pretty cool. And what you did, after a while, you stop noticing because the movie's so bad. But yeah, She-Hulk, I used to play with She-Hulk on Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3. She was absolutely amazing. She had her Zumba music cranking. It was go time. I'll rock her out with the likes of Wesker, freaking. I didn't really use Hagar that much, but I'll rock She-Hulk out with Wesker and Iron Man before they broke him in Infinite. absolutely amazing. But that version does better justice than this version. And she's a specialized warrior for superhero division quote, whatever that is, you know, whatever. We're gonna try and make it work, but it's more about her just dogging all the heroes that came before her that paved the way. I mean, I don't know why they keep doing that. The whole line of superheroes are for billionaires and adult orphans. Is she on something? I don't know. I think she might be on something. But yeah, pretty terrible. Seeing her in the tank and the vat transforming kind of reminded me of the Mobius movie. Now, here's my thing. The Mobius movie, I knew it wasn't going to be that good. My expectations were low, but that didn't mean I didn't have fun. You know, the way they used the Lost Boys theme for it, I thought it was pretty decent. And this Mobius movie, I thought that was better than Venom 2. Because Venom 2 had so many problems with just the timing of everything. And Carnage, the symbiote itself somehow having a problem with Shriek herself. I don't understand that. Because she could scream high pitch. Don't recall that happening during the series of Maximum Carnage. But you know, now the movies are. We're gonna do it our way, this version. But you know what? That's what would kind of shake things up a little bit. If you had a director out there that said, you know what? I'm gonna go out of my way to make the most accurate, page by page, quote by quote, scene by scene movie I can possibly make. And if I don't get a sequel, fine, whatever. But at least I can go down in history as the one director to say that the audience can say, you know what? This is the most accurate. This should be the standard from now on. I don't think there have been too many directors that's crossed their mind, you know. And when you get, you know, producers and all that, other people involved, that kind of takes the power out of the director. Because if you notice now, it's become a pretty common trend. I think it went all the way back since Ant-Man. Like, directors started leaving Marvel projects, you know, during early discussions. So clearly there are some things that maybe the director wants to do that Marvel's like, no, we want it this way. And director's like, I'm out. So, I don't know. But that's what Doctor Strange suffered from. As I think Geeks and Gamers or somebody said that basically Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness appeared to be basically 3 different movies or 3 different visions. It's not all coming from one director. But the good stuff you can see definitely came from Sam Raimi, of course. You know, but it's almost like, hey, Disney said, Sam Raimi, here's your green eggs and ham. Make an omelet out of it. You know, do what you can with it. But this is all we got. Even though we're a 5-star restaurant, all you get is green eggs and ham. Oh man, it's too funny. But it's what it is. But that daggone Everything Everywhere movie. Oh yeah, about the She-Hulk thing. Before I go back to Everything Everywhere, um, Tim Roth's back. Of course, he's going to be the guy to get the opportunity to go haywire, and freak out on everybody, and She-Hulk gets to say, "Okay, Hulk beat you. Now I get to beat you," and it will be half as good as the fight that they had in Harlem in the Incredible Hulk movie. Guaranteed, half as good. So, yeah. Well, at least this time, I'll give Marvel this credit. At least this time. Marvel said, okay, they shouldn't debate and switch. They shouldn't Incredible Hulk TV series, which the original one, which was released, actually put on my Twitter earlier this week, highlighting how the original Incredible Hulk TV show with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno will still stand the test of time as being better than the She-Hulk crap that's coming out. I've said it. Even the soundtrack, like 70s, it be jamming, bro. I can't really think of any significant film scores from any of the TV shows that really stick to my head. I tell you what does stick in my head. That daggone Daredevil intro from Netflix, where everything turns red. Man, even the daggone even though the show was garbage, the Iron Fist intro, not bad. Luke Cage, not bad. Jessica Jones TV intro won a daggone award. Come on. These MCU TV shows ain't doing that now. Hell no. The only way they'll win an award is if they award themselves. So here's the D1 award for best female superhero TV show, groundbreaking, She-Hulk. It's like, yeah, of course, you're gonna give your own show award. It's like paying yourself. Giving yourself a pat on the back and having everybody there in the audience bear witness to it. Unfortunately, some of us normal people don't have that luxury. Disney, Busters, but yeah. Abomination is back, which I'm sure they'll just glaze over the whole Shang-Chi thing when he was in there and he got knocked out by his own punch. Whack. How about that trailer? Yeah, the whole physical structure of She-Hulk. I mean, I'm not surprised. Not surprised and not impressed, because it's no surprise that they would, just drag their feet on this, man. We got people making stuff just for the sake of making it, and all they care about is like, hey, I'm speaking. Yeah. That's all they care about. They don't care about source code. Hey, you get what you get. I say more people drop Disney Plus until they start producing decent content. Oh, and they leave the other issues alone too. They need to figure it out. They ain't getting none of my money. None of my money at all. So that just is. Yeah, see, I'm slowly struggling with the rendering, but I'm trying to make it happen so that way, once I start darkening the value more and giving more definition, hopefully it'll look. This one will look like that one. Long story short. All right, I'm gonna switch up the music because I'm just gonna which is how I say that. I wish I could upload some. Let's see. But truthfully, I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. As May is about to come to an end, and June is on the horizon. Definitely stay safe out there as people get goofier and goofier. I try to make a personal goal in my life to stay away from goofies, because there's goofies all around. People making bad decisions. But I do have a couple of events coming up, and as we get closer to it, I will be making those announcements about it, and hope to have even more artwork ready for the event as well. I think I still have some Harley Quinn and Joker prints available. With Frieza. I think I got some more Ultra Instinct Doomsday prints available too, which I'll have at the events that I'll be going to. Oh yeah, too. Let me go ahead and show this to you guys while I'm here. Let's see. Let me get the link out to anyone who is somebody interest. But I managed to get one of my bigger pieces and most intricate pieces. Printed, and framed, all that good stuff, and it finally arrived not too long ago. So try to get the link up. All right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I managed to get printed a 24 by 36 inch frame piece of one of my art pieces. Demon Queen. There's this, oh shoot, I think it's too big. But yeah, there's this cosplayer that she got to, basically, I was able to use her as a reference. Oh, too big. Can't see it at all. Yeah, too black. But yeah, it's a pretty big one. I had a lot of fun making this one. A lot of detail. I still got a speed paint coming up of it as well. But yeah, I managed to get it printed, and I really love the piece. I think it's pretty phenomenal, and just a taste of what I can do and what I will be doing in the future. So this thing, terrible. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the resolution got me all jacked up. Let me see. All right, well, I'll go ahead and highlight it and showcase it again later. Probably just the print will be easier. Well, the digital image will be easier to see on here. without having to worry about green screen and all that. Okay, back to the task at hand. All right. So yeah, that everything everywhere at once. Definitely some pretty cool concepts from the Matrix. Um, I definitely enjoyed that. It was a deep movie, man. I mean, lots of fake outs, which was cool, and just knowing that that could be produced, it really shows the true potential of something like that. Concept being fully explored to the utmost that it possibly could be. Because it was some stuff in there that made me think. I was like, well, damn, what is going on? Oh, and if that's possible, why not this? Why not that? So on and so forth. So I do like watching movies that expand my conceptual ideas, and that's how movies are really supposed to be. They're really supposed to be a truly great opportunity to fully express oneself in the art form of cinema. And not many movies are doing that these days. So it's good to see that there's at least some gems out there, as opposed to here's your remix of hell. A mess. But yeah. Speaking of, I mentioned Stephen Chow earlier. I wonder what he's up to, because I know he was on the kick of Journey to the West. He made like several, I think like 3-4 movies for that, and those are crazy. You talking about Super Saiyan fights all day, but apparently, Hollywood can't make a Super Saiyan movie. Why? Because they just Stephen Sauce. Dang shame. I'll tell you that. Probably give myself another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna get the hell off of here. Enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So on the video game front, I've been enjoying playing Marvel Avengers still, especially with a lot of the MCU skins and stuff. There's nothing like playing with the Mark III armor from the first Iron Man movie. That right there is so much fun. It's priceless. Black Panther's got some great stuff too. I tried to do that whole War for T'Challa thing, and I started getting beat up by some corrupted vibranium henchmen. They were beating my ass. So that was that. But I like the Black Panther character in there. His stuff is pretty cool. Who else? Is there no one else? Oh yeah, so on the video game front, I've been seeing some of my favorite gamers on Twitch playing the alpha version, closed alpha version of Multiverses, and it looks like Warner Brothers answer to Smash Brothers. So in case you haven't heard of this before, if not, definitely look it up. But just imagine 2-on-2, on a multi-level platform similar to Smash Brothers, where you get to pick anywhere from Superman to Bugs Bunny, and you face another team that has, I guess, Super Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and some other characters too. It's great if Johnny Bravo is a little bit of Powerpuff Girl, but I don't think that's WB. So they have, I know they got Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman so far, and it's like cartoon versions of them too. So it seems pretty cool. But that game looks fun. It's available for it will be available for PlayStation 4, 5, and I think Xbox. So that's pretty cool. So far, they only have 2-on-2. Open beta comes out in July, but that looks like that would be a lot of fun. I play. The only reason why I never played Smash is because it's not on PlayStation. So I've been a PlayStation loyalist for a long time. I'm not buying every console to play catch up with everybody. Not doing that. My priority is art. I made a promise to myself a while ago that is how it shall be for the rest and the duration of this lifetime. So just kind of shading in these in the outlines, and what I'll do later on for like these lines, the boundary lines that I'm creating, I'll go back later because they're on a separate group. They're on a separate layer. I got render, and then I got the actual shading. So the render of the actual render lines, and then shading is where I actually do the hashing, whatever I can to create those values. And like I said, rendering is like a whole nother science for me. So it's made my artwork, it's slowed down my artwork a little bit. But once I get better at it, and produce it in more of my work, the simpler it'll be. And most of my work I start in Procreate, and then I switch over to Clip Studio Paint. The initial sketches and stuff, they're just easier. You have a lot more simplistic tool set to use with Procreate than going through all these menus and all these extra buttons that Clip Studio Paint has, as you can see. So that's why I do it that way, because also Clip Studio Paint, their default DPI is at 600. So I know once I start applying the inks and stuff, it'll be very heavy detail. Even though you can do like 600 DPI on Clip Studio Paint on Procreate, it doesn't look the same. What? Uh-oh, I just lost my screen. Don't know what happened. Sure what happened with that. Black Widow is a bomb on Marvel's Avengers. She was a lot of fun. I've touched on Spider-Man a little bit. I'll come back to him. All right, there we go. Yeah, he's not one that I'm chasing. Thor clears the way. Excuse me. I play Kamala Khan. I mean, I used her, but I don't really use her now because I got plenty of other options, like Captain America. If Disney/Marvel really wants to troll people, They should put that Rogers the musical in every single MCU film from now on. Just annoy the hell out of people, man. We're already making a point to annoy people now, so why not just go full detox? God dang. So make it happen. Elon Musk thing. Yeah, I said my piece, and of course, that was the initial hype. Now I'm just like, whatever, we'll see what happens. Because it's like watching pro wrestling match where the wrestlers slug it out. Elon's like, I'm buying Twitter. People are like, yay! It's like, the deal's on hold. Oh! And then he's like, renegotiating the price. Yay! You know, like, Twitter needs to prove that there's only 5% bots. And the crowd goes, oh! Roller coaster ride. You know? And Elon says, oh, I might be voting Republican. And the crowd goes, yay! And then there's sexual harassment, sexual assault claims that have come out, and the crowd goes, oh! You know, at that point, that's when you know society's trying to manipulate the brain and just pour you into nonsense. I mean, right now, that's why I don't really watch anything modern on TV, because the greatest TV show right now is the whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, you know, witnesses and all that. What had happened was, you know, all that crap. It's interesting that a YouTuber that makes comic books actually had his name dropped in the court case, which I thought was really interesting. Hey, kudos to that guy. That means his words are backed up with that. If he's that much of a threat to Team Amber Heard, Team Heard, or whatever. What else? What else we got? What is going on in the world? Oh, so this weekend, I guess they launched it this week. There's like a documentary by HBO about George Carlin, American Dream. George Carlin was my dude. Because when I actually started hearing him do stand-up, I only knew about him from Bill and Ted. Well, when I actually heard him start doing stand-up and stuff, and I was like, oh, gems. Oh, facts. Oh, something to think about. You know? And I'm always a fan of people that make you think. Those kind of people are so important in society, where some people don't want it. And that's fine. Don't keep me away from the opportunity to think. You know? I mean, I want to hear every aspect of everything and be able to decide for myself what's important and what is not. But his stuff, his journey, because I didn't know he dates back all the way to like 1960s or something. He was in the Air Force, I believe, and he was doing radio and stand-up on the freaking silver screen. I didn't know George Carlin was that old, you know. So pretty good documentary. I think it's in multiple episodes, but good stuff. Good to see, you know, his name being resurfaced as a reminder to like this current generation that has such that this generation that goes to war with comedians. You know, we gotta start slapping comedians across the mouth. We gotta start spearing them like this is WWF. Hey, if you want to do WWF moves, you can go to WWF, and you can, you know, get knocked around all day. You know, become a jobber if you know, land a couple punches every match, and just never go anything beyond 8 knuckleball Schwartz. No offense to the Brooklyn Brawlers. Okay, he did his thing, and his name is forever in history. So yeah, like in this day and age where like people trying to attack comedians for speaking their mind because they're so trigger, you know, it was good to see George Colin's thing. His oh my gosh, if he was doing stand up today, Mofo was probably gonna try to riot, you know. So um, he is missed, but it's kind of a good thing that he isn't doing stand up today. It's just off the chain. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Everything's offensive and everything is atrocious. I think that's about all I got though. Let's see. I'm gonna switch the music one more time. Let's see what we got. See, we're coming along just to get some basic shading in. And I have used like eraser to you know, kind of hide some of the thin line outs. But this is kind of like my end goal. And I'll give you another example. Yeah, see, like this is my end goal rendering, sketch rendering to kind of give you an idea. It's almost like inking, but at the same time, trying to get the lines like so fine where they just look smooth. And again, that's the skill that I'm trying to master on digital, so I can translate it over to traditional. Um, Even like the stability option, like the stabilizer for like the pens and stuff. Like with this comic art set of tools that I have, it doesn't even have a stabilizer. Um, this one doesn't. So even the ones that do, like the inkers, I think I'm going to try to stay away from the stabilizers or reduce them down to, you know, two, or as low as I can, so that way I depend more on my natural wrist stroke motion for when I get on traditional, because traditional there is no undo button, there's no stabilizer. Hey, you know, it's just lots of practice. So I'm trying to put the practice in this way to make it happen. Also, I want to say shout out to my Patreon supporters. I know I don't have that many, but I greatly appreciate you guys sticking around for so long and still being in this journey with me. You know, I know one of my Patreon supporters, Bobby Tequila, he said one time, he said, "I'm surprised you're still doing this." And I was like, yeah, art is my passion. Art is my life and legacy. I have no children, so I didn't see the best way that I can pass on my work, which is something I want to do, you know, for the rest of my life, for as long as I can hold the pen, or really for as long as I'm alive, you know, because at the end of the day, it's not just about, you know, living life your way and all that, but it's about what you can pass on. You can pass on anything, like, what'd you live in life? That's just how I look at it. Live your life however way you want, you know, as long as it makes you happy. Yeah, so, yeah, I was supposed to change the music back. Stick around for like another 4 more minutes and then get the hell out of here. But yeah, I managed to get some rendering done with me running my mouth. And it all worked out, I hope. yeah, it's been a pretty fun weekend. Actually going out to meet new people. It's been something that I've needed to improve upon, and I'm glad I did, you know, and hopefully I'll get to do more of that in the future. Meeting new people is kind of part of my job now, so no time to be shy. I'm creating some new shading without the boundary lines, just to kind of see how this may look. As we're going to wrap things up here, ladies and gents, you can find all my good stuff on my link tree as listed below. I might actually try to play some Marvel's Avengers before I go to bed tonight. Or play some Marvel Avengers after this, eat, and then lay in bed drawing some more. I can't believe Short Round was in that damn movie. He just made it even more epic. I read like a little bit of the reviews. People call it like a ridiculous comedy. That thing is prolific. Straight up, like that daggone movie, like messages in it is prolific. It was like there was no exhausted, there's no stone unturned, literally. That's how I'm gonna put it. There is no stone unturned in that damn movie, and it really, in my opinion, it really embarrassed the hell out of Marvel in the MCU, because it just proved that without Overlord mouse oversight, you can produce some masterworkings. You know, definitely capable. For the record, the Batman still sucks. That movie's garbage. It's a poor man's version of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight series. People talking about, oh, it's when Batman first started. He already did that in the first Batman Begins. Nothing new. That movie's a bust. But hey, because it's Batman, people like it, huh? You know, just accept it because it's Batman. I'm not even going to get into the whole Batman comics thing that's going on right now. Don't really care, you know. It's a shame it happened, or there's a way for DC to try to finagle that stuff in there, because they have to do one or two things to Batman. He's been so solidified as a character, a popular character for so long. They had to do one or two things. They had to either break him or make him like them. Like I said, imagine. Oh shoot! I went the wrong way with that. Imagine when Catwoman finds out that Batman's another rich billionaire. As she stated with him about taking down white supremacy or whatever. Whatever. I'm going to wrap this one dissection and then call it. All right. Well, we got most of the initial shading done on this character, Nirvana. And next I'll be getting to work on this character. It's the Deuce. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am on my way out of here. Just as I said, y'all take care. Have a great evening. I will probably be streaming on the weekends from now on, since my workload is pretty busy. And I'm thankful for that. It helps keep things in order, keeps me sharp, and really utilize time management as best I can. As I continue these things, I will have more news for you and more updates. Stay tuned. And if you have any questions or interests in what I do, hey, follow the link below. Send me an email, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share on all the stuff that I'm at. Again, my goal is not to be the world's greatest streamer. Not my goal. My goal is to share with you my art. That is my main goal. Okay? And that may go from entertainment movies and kind of like breaking down cinema to understand the concept of storytelling, because that is always intriguing. But as that is it, I'm going to say to y'all goodbye and fare thee well until next time. Y'all take care. God bless America, and remember to keep it omni.